The first dance begins, a moment frozen in time, the happy couple swaying gently, surrounded by loved ones, then a sudden jarring silence. The music, the very heartbeat of the celebration, flatlines. The DJ stares at a dead mixer. The lights flicker and die, and a collective gasp sweeps through the room. This isn't just a technical glitch. It's the ultimate wedding day nightmare, and its silent culprit isn't a faulty speaker or a bad song choice. Most people completely miss the hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface. Dangers that can turn a dream day into an electrifying disaster. The most common and yet most devastating. Electrical mishap stems from what seems like a simple convenience. The power strip. We've all done it, plugged in the DJ's entire rig, the lighting system, the photo booth, maybe even the caterer's warming trays, all into one innocent-looking outlet, often daisy-chained through multiple power strips. This seemingly harmless act is a recipe for a sudden, catastrophic power cut. Each circuit in a venue is designed to handle a specific amount of electrical current, measured in amperes. When you demand more power than that circuit can safely deliver, its built-in safety mechanism, the circuit breaker, trips, instantly cutting off all power to prevent overheating and potential fires. The reason this is so frequently missed is the false assumption that any outlet can handle anything you plug into it. People see an available socket and believe it's a universal power source, unaware of the delicate balance of load and capacity that governs electrical systems. They don't realize that the cumulative draw of professional audio equipment, sophisticated lighting, and various other wedding day necessities far exceeds what a standard wall outlet designed for a lamp or a vacuum cleaner can provide. This isn't a slow drain. It's a sudden, overwhelming demand that brings everything to a screeching halt, leaving a room full of bewildered guests and a frantic DJ. But even if your circuit seems to hold, there's a far more insidious threat that slowly poisons your sound, eroding its quality long before anything trips stop beyond the sudden blackout. A more subtle yet equally damaging phenomenon is the dirty power phantom. This isn't about a complete lack of electricity, but rather the instability of the power flowing through the lines. We're talking about voltage fluctuations, sudden spikes, and unexpected drops that constantly barrage your sensitive electronic equipment. Imagine your sound system trying to operate on a roller coaster of electrical current. Sometimes too much, sometimes too little, never quite right. This constant instability manifests not as a dramatic power cut, but as a series of intermittent glitches. A sudden pop in the speakers, a faint hum that wasn't there before, a moment of static, or a subtle but noticeable degradation in audio fidelity. Over time, these invisible assaults don't just disrupt the moment. They cause cumulative stress on your valuable equipment, leading to premature wear and eventual, often inexplicable, failure. Why is this so often missed? Because it's invisible. There's no tripped breaker 2.2, no smoking fuse. It's a slow, insidious erosion of performance, often mistaken for faulty equipment or bad cables. People might blame the DJ's mixer for a faint buzz, when in reality, the power coming from the wall is the true culprit. This silent degradation can turn crystal-clear vows into a garbled mess, or transform a perfectly mixed song into a cacophony of unwanted noise, all without a single visible sign of distress. And if you thought inconsistent power was bad, imagine a problem that could literally electrify your equipment, or worse, your guests. The grounding game changer is a concept that often remains entirely off the radar until disaster strikes. Proper grounding is the unsung hero of electrical safety and audio clarity. It provides a safe path for excess electrical current to dissipate into the earth, preventing dangerous voltage buildup on equipment chassis and minimizing electrical noise. When grounding is absent or faulty, the consequences range from annoying to outright perilous. Audiophiles know the telltale sign: a persistent, low-frequency hum or buzzing sound emanating from the speakers, a direct result of electrical interference that isn't being properly shunted away. Beyond the auditory nuisance, the real danger lies in the potential for electrical shock. Without a proper ground, a fault within a piece of equipment, say, a frayed wire touching the metal casing, can turn the entire device into a live conductor. Anyone touching it could receive a severe, potentially fatal, electrical shock. It's often assumed or completely overlooked because people simply don't think about it. They trust that the outlets they plug into are inherently safe and properly wired. Venue staff might not be aware of the critical importance of a robust grounding system for high-fidelity audio, or they might be operating on an older electrical system where grounding standards were less stringent. This oversight leads to not just buzzing audio and static. Even if the venue's wiring is solid and its grounding impeccable, the very lines connecting your gear could be the weakest link, silently sabotaging your sound and putting safety at risk. The cable conspiracy highlights the hidden dangers of using cheap, undersized, or damaged extension cords and power cables. In the rush to set up or to save a few dollars, it's incredibly common to grab whatever cable is available, often unaware that not all cables are created equal. An undersized cable, one with a wire gauge too small for the current it's meant to carry, acts like a bottleneck. It causes a significant voltage drop, meaning less power actually reaches your equipment, leading to underperformance and potential damage. Even worse, undersized or damaged cables can overheat, becoming a serious fire hazard, especially when bundled or run under carpets where heat can't dissipate. People often view all cables as simple conduits for electricity, believing that as long as it plugs in, it works. They are completely unaware of the intricate science behind cable design, the importance of wire gauge, insulation quality, and connector integrity. A frayed insulation can expose live wires. A bent plug can create an intermittent connection, and a cheap, uncertified extension cord can literally melt under the load of professional audio and lighting equipment. This oversight is rampant because cables are seen as disposable accessories rather than critical components of a safe and effective electrical setup. The subtle hums, intermittent signal drops, or even the feeling of a warm cable are often dismissed, but they are clear warning signs of a dangerous and potentially catastrophic problem. But perhaps the most terrifying threat is one you can't see, one that's built right into the very walls around you, a silent legacy of past neglect. Finally, we arrive at the venue's hidden electrical skeletons. This involves uncovering the inherent risks of outdated, uninspected, or DIY-modified electrical systems within the wedding venue itself. Many beautiful historic venues, while charming, were built long before the advent of modern electrical demands. Their wiring might be decades old, using materials no longer considered safe, or simply not designed to handle the heavy loads of contemporary events. Even newer venues can harbor issues if their systems haven't been regularly inspected, maintained, or if unauthorized modifications have been made by previous tenants or well-meaning but unqualified individuals. The danger here is profound. Exposed wiring, faulty circuit breakers, overloaded panels, or inadequate grounding can lead to intermittent power issues, equipment damage, and even electrical fires. The reason this is so frequently missed is blind trust in the venue's infrastructure. Couples and event planners assume that if a venue is open for business, its electrical system must be up to code, safe, and fully capable of supporting a large event. They rely on the venue's assurances, often without requesting proof of recent electrical inspections or understanding the specific capabilities of the building's power grid. This assumption is a ticking time bomb. A venue might have enough outlets, but if the underlying infrastructure is crumbling, poorly maintained, or illegally modified, it transforms the entire space into an electrical minefield. The beautiful backdrop of your special day could be hiding a dangerous secret, one that could plunge your celebration into darkness, or worse, put everyone at risk. So, with all these unseen electrical landmines, how do you ensure your wedding soundtrack plays without a single skip, ensuring every note, every vow, every laugh is heard, clearly and safely? The silent dangers of overloaded circuits, dirty power, faulty grounding, inferior cables, and hidden venue electrical issues are not mere technicalities. They are critical threats to the success and safety of your wedding day. To transform potential disaster into a flawless, unforgettable celebration, the answer lies in proactive pre-planning and, crucially, a professional electrical assessment. Don't leave your perfect day to chance or blind assumption. Engage with your vendors, particularly your DJ and lighting technicians, about their power requirements. Insist on a thorough electrical review of your chosen venue by a qualified electrician or a professional event production team. Understand the venue's electrical capacity, the location of dedicated circuits, and the condition of their wiring. Invest in high-quality, properly rated power distribution equipment and cables. By understanding these unseen forces and taking preventative measures, you're not just ensuring the music plays, you're safeguarding memories, protecting your guests, and guaranteeing that the only sparks flying are those of love and joy, not electrical malfunction.